Morning, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. The Pacers still playing on their home court in this one. Very difficult season they've gotten off to. They're just about 10% through and still not a single win.
And back-to-backs are always tough, but when you're losing, they can seem insurmountable. This is a time, though, when they'd love to get their legs under them, but they don't have that luxury.
Turner for three. On offense, here are the Warriors.
Talking about the grizzled veteran, Draymond Green, still such an important player in this game.
Yeah, it's just because he's so unique. He doesn't look to score very often. His main focus continues to be on defense and his playmaking ability.
Left side, Brown. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Looney down low. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Wiggins has got his second basket.
You see the strength that Wiggins has added over the years. He can take on pretty much anyone at this point.
Here's Turner. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
No one near Curry as he lets it go.
Curry
drops in the tray. Curry's got 5 points so far.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
Back to Brown. And they double up Brown. Pass to Turner. Picked off in midair. Thompson with it. Picked up by Brown. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Turner. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Here's Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And yes, records are made to be broken. But RJ made 3-point shots. My goodness, Curry is so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, to me it comes down to longevity. LeBron passed Kareem on all-time scoring lists, so anything is possible. But it's hard to pass Steph because he's just going to keep going.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
Back to Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Brown right side. Pass to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Paul. Warriors leading by 6. Screen by Saric. A drive by Paul. The teardrop falls in.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Outside Mathurin. His three-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
A nice shot by Moody.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Warriors pick up 3. That's a 2 from Mathurin. Indiana again missing.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Back to Mathurin. 5 to shoot. Over Moody. And it's Mathurin missing.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
To the middle. Saric. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Saric has got 5 points so far.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Payton on the double team. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. RJ, so much goes into extending an NBA playing career. What was the key for you in your long career?
Well, for me, physically, I had to start doing more things away from the game of basketball. Doing yoga, doing strength training, but also the changes mentally. I went from a 20-point-a-game scorer to a guy that was getting 3 or 4 shots a game. You have to be able to accept your role and then star in your role. And for me, I just love doing that.
So the Warriors GA last summer deciding to maximize the Curry, Clay, Draymond timeline.
And have slowly swapped their youth for vet contributors. Sit Poole out for the veteran Paul. They know the window is closing and want one more title.
From 13, Charity stripe shot, and the shot is long.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Right wing takes the 3. Kuminga, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The 9-foot shot. It's rebounded by Paul. Warriors leading by 17. Pass to Moody. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Moody's got 7 points in the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Now, here's Halliburton. Now, here's Hield. Now, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Payton. Paul outside. Here's Saric. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And here is Curry. 9 points in the game so far.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Thompson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Brown. Indiana again missing. Here's Wiggins. Outside for Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
For three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Outside Mathurin. Here's Hield. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
Klay Thompson.
Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Now, culture is thrown around a lot in the NBA, but the Warriors team has it in spades, and Kevon Looney says the way we play is the way the locker room is. It's fast, loose, and disciplined. As long as you work, you're able to enjoy what you're doing. Everyone has input, and I think the biggest thing with our culture is we always talk about playing with joy. Kevin?
And they do. Love it, David. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Inside. Here's Toppin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Curry with it. Now guarded by Hield. Curry looking around. The shot from the low post is good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying high.
Down low. Here's Turner. The Warriors pull it in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Out to Thompson. From downtown. And another three for Golden State.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
43.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
Lets the three fly. Another three for Golden State.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Pass to Brown. Here's Halliburton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. They get Stephen Curry.
Oh, great job by Halliburton. Recognize the D being a little too aggressive there.
That's good from Halliburton. Oh, Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
Pass to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Looney with it. Turner covering. Clock at 4. Thompson for the triple. Toppin pulls it in. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. On the wing, Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. And that one hits back iron. And it's the Pacers' ball. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Well, we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that, or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Brown. Here's Halliburton. Back to Brown. Mathurin for three. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good with the wing jumper. Here's Paul. Charged with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Tries the spin move. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Count that one from Toppin.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Now the Pacers with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
Pacers ball. Substitution on the court.
Set it up.
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Count that one from Toppin.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Paul. The step back jumper is good. Paul's got his second bucket.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Pass to Turner. Makes it off the glass. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Brown throws it down.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
A shot by Paul, no good. Right side Turner. At the elbow, it's Hield. Lays it up off the glass. Hield's got his first basket of the night.
Scoring close in, Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Toppin. Back to Hield. 20 feet out. Warriors with the rebound. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Paul with the bucket. And it's 8 points for Chris Paul.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We have certainly seen some great MVP races the last few years, Richard. Are you satisfied with how the MVP is chosen?
Yeah, Kev, I was happy with it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be at least 2 or 3 other guys that have a legitimate MVP case. So, you know, this year might have been a close one, but next year it might go to the next guy.
20 feet out. Here's Peyton, and Peyton throws it down hard.
Assisted by
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Kuminga. Good D by Heel.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
I like how Hield meets the defense with energy inside, pushing his shot through the foul and getting it in the air.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
And Richard, for the Warriors, a number of future Hall of Famers playing a part. But Stephen Curry, we all know this, is the center of it all.
He's the greatest shooter ever, Kev. We all know that. But when people say that he changed the game, a lot of times I like to give credit to the entire team. Having Klay Thompson help Steph be Steph. And having Draymond Green with that defense and his passing ability helps Steph's game go to another level.
Curry with it. Halliburton picks him up. Thompson from long range. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Wiggins surveying the floor. It's stolen by Hield. Outside Mathurin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. And last season, the Warriors' so-called two-timeline approach seemed to fall flat, didn't you think, GA?
And whether it was chemistry or younger players still growing into their roles, the Warriors are now clear. There's only one timeline, and that's Steph Curry's.
Here's Toppin, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
Normally, he drains that.
Drives to the hoop. Rejected by Halliburton. Back to Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. That one's not going to go. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Outside Turner to the paint. Indiana moving the ball around. And here is Hield. On the wing, Mathurin. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
checking in for the Pacers, number 11, Bruce Brown.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Curry with the bucket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
To the inside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pass to Jackson Davis. Paul with the ball. Mathurin picks him up. Outside for Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Turner. On the wing, Brown. Here's Mathurin to the paint. Paul with the steal. Here's Curry. He takes it in. Yep, it's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no.
I'm still on my way.